Over the next few programs, This is America and the World will examine the special bond between the United States and Japan, a relationship built on shared values, respect, and cooperation. We'll visit with guests in both countries and take a look at the cultural and especially economic ties that bind. On this program, we'll take a look at how Japan and the United States have embraced each other's cultures, from food to fashion to music to art, and a gift of some very special and famous trees. Whether you're in Tokyo or Washington, D.C., the cultural fusion between the United States and Japan cannot be denied. This is America and the World is brought to you by Whittle School and Studios, the U.S.-China Education Trust and F.Y. Chang Foundation, guided by Julia Chang Block, President, the League of Arab States, the Rotendaro Family Trust, Japan, History, Hospitality, and Advanced Technology, Sharing Tomorrow, the Forerunner Foundation, dedicated to forward-thinking public policy, and the Embassy Series, uniting people through musical diplomacy, presenting international artists in diplomatic settings. Possibly the most striking example of cultural fusion between Japan and the United States is the National Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington, which draws hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. The cherry trees were a gift from Japan to the United States in the early 1900s. We met with the festival's president, Diana Mayhew, at the Japanese Embassy's Japan Information and Culture Center in downtown Washington.
The National Cherry Blossom Festival has been an institution in Washington, D.C. for 91 years, preserving and promoting the U.S.-Japan relations, celebrating beautiful gift of 3,000 cherry trees from Tokyo to Washington in 1912. And it has now become the nation's greatest springtime celebration. So who would have thought all those years ago that that gift would become a major destination, fabulous destination in the United States?
Do we have any idea of how the gift of all these trees came about in the first place?
First Lady Taft was very much involved in it, and Mayor Ozaki, mayor of Tokyo at that time, wanted to share this gift, and together they, with a few other people that were very instrumental, made sure that it happened. And so in 1912, we received 3,000 cherry trees.
Where are all the trees located, and paint a picture for us?
So the majority of the trees are gorgeously set around the tidal basin, with the Jefferson Memorial, obviously, in the Lincoln, and among the mall, East Potomac Park. That is where now there's 3,700 cherry trees.
And is there a peak season every year? They come and they go rather quickly, don't they?
Absolutely. You know, some years are short, some years are longer than others, but normally it's towards the end of March, first week of April is when they start to bloom. And peak bloom can be anywhere from 3 days to a week, but they bloom before, they bloom after. One year it actually was very warm when they bloomed, and then it turned cold, and the blossoms were on the trees for 17 days. That was the longest that I've ever experienced.
Whoa, and people really come from all over the country.
All over the world.
All over the world.
Yes.
How many people might come at a one festival time?
We get about 1.5 million people each year to attend. The festival's now 4 weeks. So we start the first day of spring and continue to the second week of April.
Wow.
Yes.
And it's not just how beautiful the trees are, and they are beautiful. I've been down many times. But there are other things that happen as well, huh?
So the key thing that we try to do as the National Cherry Blossom Festival is to present a festival beyond the blossoms, beyond the tidal basin. Of course, we celebrate the beautiful blossoms. We have a stage, and with the National Park Service have a welcome center at the tidal basin area for 16 days. And we showcase over 100 performances. So we're at the tidal basin celebrating. But then we take the blossoms throughout the entire city and into the region as well, with a parade, an opening ceremony that is the actual anniversary of the gift itself. We showcase fabulous Japanese culture working with the Japan Foundation and other organizations to present the most incredible performances at the Warner Theater. We have a Blossom Kite Festival every year.
Oh, that's right.
We have a wonderful new event that is actually an old event. The fireworks at the Southwest is now at the New Wharf.
Oh, yes.
Washington's newest destination, and we'll have fireworks there. And the finale weekend is the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade presented by Events DC. So it's just really energetic, and any given moment, go to the website, nationalcherryblossomfestival.org, to get the schedule. So it's all of that, but we can't do this by ourselves. We thank all of the supporters that help us all year round. The embassy, the foreign ministry are very, very key in supporting the National Cherry Blossom Festival. Japanese corporations, U.S. corporations, they see a real importance of making sure that the mission of the U.S.-Japan friendship comes out through the festival.
We're lucky to have you as the boss. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
The Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C. is the largest museum and research complex in the world. Within the Smithsonian, the Sackler Gallery of Art and the Arthur M. Sackler Gallery are home to a magnificent collection of Asian art and especially Japanese art, which is on display for visitors from around the world in the heart of our nation's capital. There's a lovely sign outside that says, "Where Asia meets America."
Right.
And as you're walking up the stairs, that's really what's going on here, huh? As far as art is concerned.
I think so. And to me, the exciting thing about that catchphrase is that it goes back to 1923 when this museum opened.
What are some of the treasured pieces here?
And starting with the Japanese side, which is my area of expertise, we have some marvelous Japanese screens dating from the early 1600s by the hand of a very famous painter, Tawaraya Sotatsu. We have marvelous collections of Chinese painting, the Islamic collection. We have beautiful, beautiful metalwork that dates from periods 13th, 14th century. So there are a lot of beautiful things here. This is a destination institution for collectors and scholars around the world. The public knows who we are, but you should also know that people travel many miles to come here to research.
Is there a common denominator that you've found in Japanese art across the board?
A common denominator, well, to tell you the truth, there are areas that I would say are distinctly, or it's the way Japanese art expresses itself. Number one, I would say, was a deep affection for nature, a sense of humor, an interest in detailing everyday life, an interest in asymmetry. I would add raucous, a bit off color, occasionally violent. One of the wonderful things about Japanese art, if you look at it across the spectrum, it keeps back no secrets. Japan in general is tremendously interested in seeing its culture well cared for abroad, well explicated, and they're a deeply sharing nation in that way. They're not about give it back to me, they're not about control, they're about openness, scholarship, and sharing. In April of 2015, of course, Prime Minister Abe made a state visit to Washington, and as is the custom, he had a White House dinner, and typically there is a reciprocal dinner offered by the guest, and that could take place at the ambassador's residence and so forth. But he chose to have the reciprocal dinner in this courtyard we're standing next to at the Freer, late April of 2015.
That was wonderful.
Well,
thank you, Jim,
My
very
pleasure.
much.
The Japanese clothing brand Uniqlo and its stores are huge in Japan. Uniqlo is now here in the United States and growing, and the reviews are terrific. We visited the Uniqlo store at Washington's Union Station to see how Uniqlo is bringing Japan to America.
Uniqlo.
Yeah, Uniqlo. So a really good way to think about it is basically unique clothing.
How is Uniqlo a good example of Japan and America?
So I think for Uniqlo, there are a lot of values that we bring from Japan, such as our customer service and the type of customer service that we provide to our customer. We also offer a very clean store, and then we also think about our layout strategically, so we can offer the best type of customer shopping experience for every individual coming into our store.
So a little bit is the presentation, and in Japan, respect is very important. How does that respect show up in the customer service?
One thing you mentioned, like giving things back with two hands, that's something that we always do whenever we're giving product to our customer, or maybe when they're checking out, we give the card back, or even giving back their shopping bag with two hands. That's like showing respect for the business, basically.
Is there a target customer, or is it all over the lot, from kids to older adults? Where are you?
Yeah, so Uniqlo is basically made for all. Any age, any background. So we're catering to everyone, basically.
I like the way the store is laid out. Is that unique as far as a Japan value, or is it the presentation of the different products?
We really want to make sure we're catering to our customer, making sure the product is displayed neatly, very clean, and then also specifically to our customer that we've noticed since we've opened up in Union Station in DC. Our customers are travelers, like a lot of commuters. So we try to take on like those types of characteristics in each individual store. Very easy shopping experience for the customer.
Are there specific products that you've found running this shop that are the most popular?
Yeah, so one of our most popular products in the store and then also as a company is our heat tech product. So we work with another company named Toray. It's a textiles company founded in Japan, and we've been in partnership with them for 15 years so far. So basically what heat tech is, it helps generate, it's an inner layer, and then it helps generate warmth, and it also helps retain it.
Japanese are very innovative is the word I'm looking for. So would that be a good example of that?
Yeah, I think heat tech would be, the most popular and one of our prime examples of innovative clothing.
Where are the shops in the United States?
So basically in the United States, we have stores in New York, in Jersey, Philadelphia, Boston, even in Florida as well. And then even on the West Coast, we have stores in LA and San Francisco. And then you can even shop in Chicago and then also the Denver area.
Oh, so it's on the move.
Spreading, yeah.
It's on the move. And also in our area, I think Tyson's Corner of Virginia, and a shop opening up, I think sometime in the summer in Maryland as well. So you're on the move. And I know you had to move from New York to Washington, and I hope your experience here is terrific. Thanks
Thank you
again.
so much.
Few things say America more than Texas, and everything in Texas is big. But we found Little Texas deep in the heart of Tokyo, where everybody was having a great time, enjoying many things we think of as truly American.
How does it come that we have Little Texas in the middle of Tokyo?
Our common habit is country music and dance and horseback riding.
So this is a very famous place, isn't it?
Thank you very much. So tiny, so little. Texas,
Have you been to Texas?
Sure.
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 How many times?
Over 50.
50 times.
Yes.
And what do you love about Texas?
Yes, sure, yeah. Texas is a little different place in Los Angeles and New York. New York is exciting. Los Angeles is so beautiful. But Texas is they have a deep cowboy culture. Yes.
Do you have a favorite country western star?
Oh, you mean an artist?
Yeah.
Artist? Yeah.
Your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Jennings, sure. And your favorite? Your big star?
George Strait and Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan?
And Lady Antebellum.
Now, Little Texas, little tiny club in Japan.
Yes.
Now, the people who come here,
Yes.
are they Japanese or are they like American tourists?
Yes, both.
Both?
Yes.
But like tonight, will it be mainly Japanese?
Yes. Maybe tonight is many Japanese.
Many Japanese. Now, what kind of food here?
Food
Oh, so
here?
it's food and drinks.
Yes, and in a Tex-Mex.
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 Ah.
Yeah. Chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak.
Yes, and a Texas barbecue.
So small kitchens we have.
Do you do the cooking?
Yes.
Oh, you're the cook?
Yeah.
So how many people will be able to come and sit and listen to the performance?
Around 50.
50.
About 50 people.
Yes.
And do they pay something to come in? Like a ticket price?
2,200 yen.
2,200 yen?
Yeah.
Around the
$20.
$20. Around $20.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
And so
And
how-
eat and drink. And
they have
yeah,
eating
a little
and drinking?
expensive, yes.
So they have a good time. Now, how many people in the band?
Band is maybe 5 person.
Whoa!
Yes, five
people.
persons.
So guitar, bass, drums.
Yeah, drums and a singer. And
singer?
yes, singer.
Uh-huh.
Tonight is so beautiful young ladies.
Country music.
Yes, sure.
And what else?
Yes. Now and country dance.
Country dance.
Yes.
So you do line dancing as
Yes,
well?
line dance, both. And partner dance.
Do you teach
Yes.
people how to do the line dancing?
Yes, sure.
Oh, you say yes, sure. How many students do you?
Yeah, 500.
What?
Yes, 500 Japanese learn to.
500 Japanese?
Yes, very, very nice people.
Over how long a period of time?
29 years. Well,
29 years, and
Yes,
you have
ye-
all these students come. You're very famous here in Japan.
no.
No, yes. But the club is very famous, and people know, and they come.
Thank you very much.
And they have a good time.
Yeah,
And
we're so
all
proud.
of these wonderful things that are around us. Do you have a favorite of all the things around us? Which one do you think is the best?
Best どれが一番
Yeah?
とって
Do you
ほしい
have
で
a
すか
favorite of things around? Huh?
ネオンじゃない違うのあれ
Don't mess.
Don't
with
miss with
Texas.
Texas.
Oh, don't mess with
本当は
Texas.
しなきゃダメなんじゃない
Don't mess with Texas,
And
yeah?
little Texas and the neon sign.
Oh, the neon
Yes,
sign
that's
is
original. Yes.
original?
Original.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
大丈夫でしたか
Wonderful.
I
Thank,
sweat.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yoshinoya is a restaurant found everywhere in Japan, and it's famous for its beef bowls. You may be surprised to learn that American beef plays a key role in the success of this very popular Japanese restaurant.
This is your restaurant? One restaurant, Yoshinoya. Are there many little restaurants like this around Japan or throughout the world?
In Japan, we have 1,200 restaurants now. In North America, 100. In China, 400. In total, we have 2,000 restaurants in the world.
If I show you the menu, can you point out some other choices that we might have?
Pork, vegetable,
It's curvy rib meat, the Korean taste.
うなぎですね。
Eel,
and ginger, pork and ginger base. あとはbreakfast, Japanese breakfast, tasty and popular price.
Popular price.
Yes.
Would you say fast food?
Yes.
Fast food.
Yeah, Japanese fast food.
we serve about 500,000 customers every day.
How about in this shop?
In this shop?
Yeah.
In this shop?
Yeah, just ballpark.
About 500 people.
500 a day.
Yeah.
One of the things that makes you special, makes us coming to visit you, is you use American beef.
Yes, we looked for a beef that is suitable for beef ball, and then we found out that the American beef or North American beef are the best for beef ball.
Grass-fed or grain-fed?
穀物で飼
We
育
use
したものを使
grain-fed
用しています。赤身と脂身と
Well,
の
our
バランスが
judgment is that the
非常に
balance
牛丼
between red meat
に
and
適し
the
ているという
fat
ふうに
portion is the best for the beef ball.
使用してます。
People will come, they'll have their beef bowl, and it's a little bit of America in Japan, huh?
はい、おっしゃる通りです。はい。
So do you think the two cultures, Japanese culture and American culture, come together well?
そうですね、おっしゃる通り。
Yes, I do think it's very good combination. And beef-bowl menu is actually well accepted in the United States also to a certain degree.
Can we have a beef bowl in Washington, D.C.? Yoshinoya in Washington? Please.
申し訳ございません。今現在はカリフォルニアだけど。
Oh, California?
Yes.
How about Washington, D.C.? You want us to go to McDonald's all the time?
Future.
Future, in the future. Thank you so much for your hospitality. Do we get to have a little sample of the beef bowl?
Of course.
Thank you.
Jazz and blues are part of America's DNA, and the Blue Note name is synonymous with jazz. The love of America jazz and music is alive and well in Japan. We visited the Blue Note Tokyo Club in Japan to speak with the club manager and had a chance to hear American musician Larry Carlton perform.
Blue Note, as the name, very famous in America and all over the world.
そうですね。時代とともに
We started from jazz, that was our starting point, but I think the brand of Blue Note itself is something that is to evolve. Nowadays, there are many Blue Notes in different countries, and I think that it is important that the Blue Notes at the country is to merge with the culture of the hosting country. And so that what we are proposing is that there should be a culture of Blue Notes at each country. So what I'd like to emphasize is that there should be a culture of Blue Notes Tokyo. Jazz did start at a certain time or period in the history, but as time changes, the society changed, and the jazz club also changed. In a way, in meeting with the response or needs from the audience, we were evolved to a what you can be called music club now.
The artist that we will have in the Blue Note this week, Larry Carlton. What kind of music will the audience get?
先ほどの質問にも似てるんですが
We have evolved to what we can be called as a music club, but still we are giving importance to the atmosphere that jazz has. And about the Larry Carlton music, the thing is that the Larry Carlton is actually the product of the mixture of jazz, or rock, or blues, or many variety of the different music. And the thing is that the audience can actually enjoy a very different types of music. He actually transcended the categories. So I think I would call the music was Larry Carlton music.
So who will be the audience? Who comes to this music club?
I would say we host diversified groups of audience, meaning that there are old-time fans of jazz who like to listen to the music which they enjoyed in past, and there are people who like to just simply enjoy the stylish atmosphere that jazz or music offers. Or there are others who are like students who like to learn about music. So we are actually hosting a very different types of audience.
Now, big question. How about the piece of America coming together with Japan? How do you see that when you listen to the music or you listen to Larry Carlton? How do those two come together?
I think music allows us to feel about the land where we have never visited before, like it will actually give us a message about the culture of the country we have never visited before. And I think this kind of atmosphere or messages are what can be delivered through music. And actually when we listen to the Larry Carlton, I do understand the America is diversified countries and there are very different elements of America, but nonetheless I can feel that we are sensing America through the filter of Larry Carlton with our five senses.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Arigato.
ありがとうございました。
Special thanks to ANA Airlines and the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo. For information about This Is America and the World, and to watch all of our programs, visit our website, thisisamerica.net, and look for us on Facebook and Twitter. You can listen to all of our ambassador interviews on our podcast, The Ambassador Series. It's available on our website and iTunes. This Is America and the World is brought to you by Whittle School and Studios, the U.S.-China Education Trust and F.Y. Chang Foundation, guided by Julia Chang Block, President, the League of Arab States, the Rotendaro Family Trust, Japan, History, Hospitality, and Advanced Technology, Sharing Tomorrow, the Forerunner Foundation, dedicated to forward-thinking public policy, and the Embassy Series, uniting people through musical diplomacy, presenting international artists in diplomatic settings.